Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2010 ECE paper and the topic we are discussing is analog circuits. The amplifier circuit shown below uses a silicon transistor. The capacitors CC and CE can be assumed to be short at signal frequency and effect of output resistance R0 can be neglected. If CE is disconnected from the circuit, which one of the following statements is true? If CE is disconnected from the circuit, CE implies nothing but this one. If CE is disconnected from the circuit at that time, what is going to be the which following statements is true? A. Input impedance increases, magnitude of voltage gain decreases. Okay. B. Ri decreases, AV increases. C. Both decreases. D. Both increases. So the question is related to input impedance and voltage gain. What happens to voltage gain and input impedances when CE is removed from the circuit? Okay, let us assume first of all we will consider the CE at that time how the circuit is going to be looks like. Okay, in the circuit CC and CE are going to be assumed to be short at signal frequencies. That implies nothing but they are acting as short circuits. Okay, so they are acting as short circuit implies nothing but the emitter is going to be directly connected through this CE towards ground. So effect of RE is not there. So this effect of RE is bypassed through this CE. That's why it is called as emitter bypass capacitor. It is going to be bypassing the emitter towards ground directly without going through this RE. RE is bypassed with the help of CE, which is acting as short circuited signal frequency. By that time, the equivalent circuit is going to be looks like this. Okay, the emitter is directly connected to ground and output resistance, this is V0, and it is going with one more resistor over here, and this capacitor CC is also acting as short, so that Vs is directly connected over here, Vs plus minus. This is what we are going with, and it is Vi. Vi implies nothing but that is effective input voltage applied across terminals of BJT. BJT amplifies the voltage signal which appears across its input terminals, that is nothing but across base and emitter. Whatever the voltage appears across base and emitter, that only will be amplified because that will be considered as effective input signal. Now in this case, if you say at that time, this is the equivalent circuit whenever CE is considered. By that time, effective input signal Vi is equal to Vs itself, and V0 is nothing but you will get maximum. V0 you will get maximum output voltage maximum because you are applying the maximum input signal. There is no drop is going with all the input signals. Vs whatever you are applying, that will be appearing across effective input terminals of BJT, so that will be amplified by beta times. Beta is going to be given as 100 times, so that V0 is you are going to be getting it as 100 times of Vi. That implies nothing but 100 times of Vs, so which is maximum, remember that one. So you are going to get gain is V0 divided by Vs, that implies nothing but 100 Vs divided by Vs, so you will get 100. That is also gain is maximum. Gain is also maximum, which is equal to beta. So gain is 100, that is also maximum. So maximum gain is going to be possible whenever CE is considered, and that too it is acting as short circuit. Okay, because effective input signal for the BJT is exactly equal to the applied input signal. Now let us assume if CE is disconnected, what happens? Okay, this is what the circuit, this is with CE, this is with CE, whereas it is without CE. That is without CE is nothing but CE is disconnected without CE. So one is with CE, the other is without CE. With CE, what was the conclusion we made is nothing but AV, voltage gain, AV is maximum. AV is maximum with CE. Okay, and without CE, if you observe, okay, What is the effective input signal? Effective input signal is nothing but over here, plus minus. Vi is nothing but effective input signal. As there is no capacitor, there is a voltage drop takes place across this Re. So let us assume this is Ve. So can we write the KVL across this one? Because at signal frequencies capacitors are acting as short circuit. Capacitors are acting as short circuit, so that from KVL, if you write the KVL, what you can write? Vs is equal to Vi plus Ve. So Ve is equal to Vi is equal to Vs minus Ve. Since there is no capacitor across Re, so that definitely there is a voltage drop is taking place, and effective input signal is going to be now reduced. So effective input signal is reducing. Now output voltage, how do you calculate, is nothing but 100 times of Vi, and this is definitely lesser than 100 times of Vs. Okay, that is nothing but this is with CE, whereas it is without CE. V0 is going to be now V0 reduces. V0 reduces is nothing but gain. Gain is nothing but V0 divided by Vs, which implies nothing but 100 times of Vi divided by Vs. Previously Vi is equal to Vs. In this case Vi is equal to Vs, so that you are getting AV as maximum, that is 100. Now it is less than 100. That implies nothing but first thing, gain AV reduces. Gain AV reduces. Whenever Re is considered, at that time voltage gain is going to be reduces, and this Re is going to be treated as feedback element. This is going to be treated as Re is considered as Re is treated as feedback. Why it is called as feedback? Because this is going to be a transistor where you are applying input across base and output you are taking across collector. So current flowing through the base is going to be treated as input current, current flowing through the collector is treated as output current, because you are taking output across collector, input across base. So through this Re, if you observe, the base current is also flowing, that is Ib, and through this Re there is a collector current is also flowing, that is Ic. So sum of these two currents is nothing but emitter current, and that current is flowing through this Re. In this Re, input current is flowing, output current is also flowing. So this resistor is common for input side as well as output side. So this is going to be treated as type of feedback. A feedback is introduced whenever CE is disconnected. Remember that one. Whenever CE is disconnected, a feedback is introduced, and that too, if you see, okay, as the feedback IC is going to be increases, voltage up across this Re is increases. As voltage up across Re increases, effective input signal is reducing. Look at this one. As VE increases, Vi is going to be reducing. That implies nothing but the type of feedback is nothing but negative feedback. By introducing negative feedback, AV is going to be reduces. In this way also you can think. So voltage gain reduces by using negative feedback. Okay. Now what happens to Ri? To know that one, we must point out what is the type of mixing we are going with. Input impedance to calculate or to know what happens to Ri. Okay. By the time you must know about the type of mixing. Type of mixing at input side. Type of mixing at input, because type of mixing is going to be specifying what happens to the input impedance, so that we must know the type of mixing. If the type of mixing, it can be either current mixing or it may be the voltage mixing. So type of mixing can be series mixing or shunt mixing. In series mixing, okay, the parameters are going to be voltages. So voltages, that implies nothing but feedback signal is also voltage. Generally we will specify it as XF, and XS is the input applied input signal, and XI is nothing but effective input signal. All are voltages. That is feedback signal, applied input signal, and effective input signal, all must be of voltages. When it is at that time, it is called as series mixing. So in our case, XF, XS, XI all are going to be voltages, and we are writing it as VI is equal to Vs minus Vf. This is what we have written. Okay, that implies nothing but Vi is equal to Vs minus Ve. So this is series mixing. In series mixing, Ri effective impedance is going to be increases, and with feedback Rif is equal to how much it will be increases is Ri times of 1 plus A beta. Ri times of 1 plus A beta. So Ri increases since it is series mixing, that is all the old parameters at the input side, feedback signal, applied input signal, effective input signal, all are of voltages, so that it is called as series mixing. In series mixing, input impedance increases. If otherwise, if it is shunt mixing, all are going to be of current nature. That is nothing but XF, XS, XI all are of current. By that time Ri is going to be reduces. So Rif can be written as, okay, Ri divided by 1 plus A beta can be written. But this is going to be of voltage series mixing, so that Ri increases and AV reduces. Okay, now we will see the answers. So this is input resistance is going to be increases, input resistance Ri increases, and magnitude of voltage gain AV decreases, so that the right option is nothing but AV. Okay, whenever CE is disconnected, at that time feedback is introduced, and the type of feedback is negative feedback. In negative feedback, gain reduces but stability increases, so that AV reduces. And since it is voltage, since it is at the input side, it is series mixing. Okay, in series mixing, input impedance increases. So the right option for this question is A.